This morning, I'm headed up to American Fork Twin Peaks. When I was looking at different routes to get up there, the one that looked the most fun was a loop variation that starts at Silver Lake Reservoir, heads up towards Silver Lake, and then passes a third smaller lake, which I forget the name of at the moment. But then it will continue up to the Little Cottonwood Ridge, where I'm gonna summit Red Baldy, Red Top, the west and east peaks of Twin Peaks, and then Geek Peak, finishing the loop on a Forest Service road. The loop will end up being about 11 miles round trip with around 5,000 feet of elevation gain. Should give me 5 peaks in total today, which I'm really excited about. And it looks like it's gonna be a really good day. We've got good weather planned out and I'm generally feeling pretty good. So I'm stoked to check a few more peaks off the list today. I am just passing Silver Lake, and already this hike is seeming worth the long, bumpy ride up the dirt road to get to the trailhead that I did earlier. Started out in some really cool aspen groves and has passed a plethora of wildflowers, so that's been nice. And this is a really gorgeous area out here. Up we go. Gonna be getting up to my next small lake, which I forget the name of, real soon. I'm at the upper lake now, and I just passed some other hikers who told me there is a Excalibur sword on one of the peaks up here. And now that they say that, I feel like I've heard mention of that in the past, perhaps, but I have no idea which peak it's actually on. So I guess I'll see if it's on one of the peaks I'm already planning on passing. And if it is, great. If not, oh well. But I am just about to the spot where we can get a good view of my way to the ridge. So looking from here, I can see this is Red Baldy over here where I'm headed. White Baldy is going to be up that way. So I am planning on heading up kind of this grassy area this way, and then behind those big rocks up, I think I should be able to gain the ridge up there. And that's what I'm planning on, unless I change my mind as I get up higher and see a better way. I didn't actually have a map for this section of the route, so I'm just kind of guessing based off of the topo maps I have. I do see a slight trail here through the grass, so that gives me hope. Well, if I had to take a guess at which peak would have a sword on it, I'm guessing it's that one. So I think that's probably what those hikers were looking for. And now I'm thinking, I wish I would have known that was there. I probably would have ran up that peak. That's actually a pretty sweet looking peak there. I guess I'm not crazy far away, but I mean, at this point I'd probably add on another hour. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's closer than I think. I guess getting back down to the lake would be fast. I'll check the clock. Let's see what time it is. I still have a long ways to go today. So I'm fairly certain that peak behind me is the peak with the Excalibur on it. However, I wasn't able to get my phone to load the information. I was trying to look up just to confirm that's it. And since this is kind of a longer day, I don't necessarily want to go all the way back down and then up that other peak if it's not. So I guess if you know, is that the peak with the sword in it, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'll come back up here another time and check it out. Looks like we are out of the shade for the day, or at least until I am headed back down the other trail. So I'm going to change into my sun shirt with the hood to help keep the sun off of me, since I don't have sunscreen with me today. Here's my route up. So just up this grassy area and then up to the ridge. From here it looks like Red Baldy is not too far away. Should be up there fairly quick. There we go. Sun protection activated. I made it up to the ridge line. White Baldy's behind me. That's a pretty cool looking peak. I'll probably end up on top of that one day. Not today, I'm headed this way. I've got Red Baldy behind me, as well as the American Fork Twin Peaks. I mean, already from here, this is amazing. I can see great views of Timpanogos over there. Behind me, I've got a lake. So far, this is quite an exceptional hike, and I haven't even got to any of the high points yet, so only gets better from here. I guess while we're here, good opportunity to check out that ridge line between Big and Little Cottonwood. There's Broad Forks Twin Peaks over there, Sunrise Dromedary, all the way over to Monte Cristo and Superior. You know, I've been up to quite a few of those peaks, but I haven't done that full ridge line yet. I know that line over there is supposed to be more technical, especially around Monte Cristo, but we'll see. Maybe make it out that way one of these days. Who knows? Maybe we'll see the whirl happen in I don't know, one day when I've trained more. I feel like suffering a lot, but for now I am enjoying hitting as many of the peaks along the way as I can in shorter, easier day hikes. It is great up here. Looking forward to top of Red Baldy. And I suppose we shouldn't forget about the Pfeiffer horn behind us as well. I guess at this point you can already see a Lone Peak all the way back there as well. Both great hikes. If you want to see my videos of those, check out my channel. I hiked both of those last summer. I'm on Red Baldy now. The true summit, I believe, is that little mound right over there. And this is my first time being at 11,000 feet since this last winter, since ski season. So it feels good to be up here. You know, I feel better than I thought I might, since it had been a while. I did do a lot of running earlier this spring, training for a half marathon that I ran. So I was, you know, doing a lot of running then, and then I got a foot injury that kind of I've been taking a lot of rest for. So my heel on my left foot, anyways, it's just kind of a dull pain. It's been, and so I haven't been hiking too much on it. And hold on here for a second. It suddenly just got kind of steep. Anyways, I haven't done a ton of hiking recently, and figured I should give it a try today, and it's feeling pretty good so far, so not bad at all, which is good. It's always good to feel good when you're on top of a peak. You know, I've got a ways to go still, but I'm feeling pretty confident that it's gonna be a good day. Yeah, check out this ridge. White Pine Lake behind me, and let's maybe put the GoPro away for a minute so I get over to that next peak. On top of Red Baldy, first summit down. I think that warrants a snack break. Gonna grab a breather, get some food, and enjoy the view for a minute. You can see all 4 peaks I've got left. From here they all look really close. Red Top, Twins, Geek. Then I'll be headed back down that way. I believe this next section I'm about to get to is the crux of the route. From some beta I got online, they called it class 3. Pictures made it look closer to class 4, I don't know. So we shall see when I get down there. And there's probably multiple ways to go about it as well. Let's climb down this thing. Make sure that's not loose. Well, I just came down that, which was pretty steep with a bit of a exposure. Let's see, there's a gap here. The only thing to do, run and jump. No, I'm kidding. It's a good way to break your legs and fall down the cliff. Looks like I got another short down climb. And then it looks like there was another fairly steep drop off up ahead, which I'm guessing may be the hardest part. Unless, of course, that I just did was making progress and pushing the way through the cracks. Suppose I could have brought a head mount for this, but I'm gonna try doing it just off of the camera's kind of on my running vest straps on the front, and we'll see what that looks like. Maybe this will look silly. I don't know. Oh, that's kind of a nice little drop. Is it gonna be better that way? I don't trust that rock. This one's good though. Let's cut a little bit more. All right. Whew. That's not too bad a move just because there's not much exposure there, but let's get back up on the ridge. Onward we go. I say that a lot, I'm realizing. Maybe I'll cut that out. Maybe I won't. So, I've wanted to try to make my videos a little more entertaining, a little more engaging perhaps. And I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. So, if you're watching this video, and you know, if you've watched a lot of my other videos, maybe leave a comment. Let me know what type of stuff you'd like to see in these videos, what kind of stuff you want me to talk about in these videos, and you know, that can help get me some ideas what to do in the future to help make these videos more enjoyable for you to watch, which is, you know, would be a good thing. Hold on a second, let me I gotta put the camera away. I think I need 2 hands for this. Right back. Yeah, you know, it's only a little bit skinny up here, so I'm I mean, it's not, I mean, that side I'm gonna fall off of, but anyways, should probably stop talking about falling off the edge and just instead focus on getting over to my next peak. So I'm down in the saddle now between Red Baldy and Red Top. That last drop actually had a nice gully to the side of it, which made it a lot easier than it looked from further away. So that was convenient. So I believe at this point I am past the most technical sections, and I've just got to go up a couple more ridges and it'll be done. It's still before noon, but it's quite hot out, so I think I'm gonna borrow some of the snow, stick in my hat to help cool me down. So I grab a little bit, stick it there. Got a nice lump of snow there. I'll probably be having a rain freeze here in a second, but it's gonna feel nice, I think. There are a lot of butterflies right here, or there was like 10 seconds ago. They all flew off. Still a few over here. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a majestic feeling being almost on top of this mountain with likely hundreds of butterflies swarming around me. I wonder if there's something about this peak that they like better than the other ones up here. Maybe the red rock or something, I don't know. They do kind of camouflage in since they're orange and red. Well, so much right up in front of me, and I can see the next saddle there, and those ones over there. So I think the crux of the route is done. Now it's just how good is my endurance, and I keep going. Luckily I've got plenty of time, so I'm just gonna keep trudging along slowly and make my way there. Let's see if we can get a couple shots of these butterflies, see if they'll fly in front of the camera. They're like everywhere except for where I'm at, so maybe this is a bad angle. Peak number 3, here we come. This next one's going to be the west peak of Twin Peaks, and I believe this is the higher one of the two, so it will be the high point of the day. Getting pretty stoked. Looks like someone is right up there right now. I know you can get to Twin Peaks from this other side, from the ski resorts. Snowbird up here. I believe you can even ride the tram at Snowbird all the way up, and then you're like almost all the way here. This is it, our high point of the day. And from here, I can see all my other peaks behind me. Check this out. Nice. Here's a little peek into Snowbird, and I suppose Alta's on the other side of that little saddle there. Well, I'm definitely feeling quite a bit more tired than I was earlier, which is good. That means getting a good workout up here. You can see other peak, the East Peak right behind me, and then Geek Peak over there. So shouldn't be too bad, just to get across to those two, and then I think in the rundown will be pretty mellow, I'm hoping. Alakazam! We are on the East Peak. From here, you can see a better view of what an approach from the tram might look like. I think there might be some steep scrambling through there. I'm pretty tired, but like, I feel like I'm just enjoying walking at this casual pace. So I just kind of walked from there to here, and I think I'll keep it up and head over to that last peak. Okay, headed down to the last saddle, and then I'll have my last little bit of uphill to get to Geek Peak, and then all downhill from there. Yeah, so I'm loving these butterflies. They're clear over here on Twin Peaks as well. I feel like maybe there was more over on the Red Rock, but still, it's an amazing day. The weather's been phenomenal. It's like basically no wind up here, which is nice because wind is a good way to make ridgeline spooky. You know, it's not that hot either. It hasn't been quite too hot, so it's warm, but not that bad. And now I'm just rambling. I don't know. Bye. Well, this is it. The final peak of the day. I'm really loving how the rock has changed, you know, from white to red, kind of back to white-ish again. Kind of breaks up the hike, you know. My path down should be over here somewhere. Looks like maybe down and then around. Down we go. That first section was a little too steep to run, but should mellow out here in a bit. And once I get down to the road, that should speed things up a lot. Yeah, this is more like it. A little bit easier going. All right, we got steep there for a while, but I'm back on a dirt road now, so pace is picking up a bit. Thinking this last couple of miles should go relatively quick now that I'm able to jog. All right, back at the car, the best view of the day. Now my legs are fried. That was a good run down though. There's a couple of sections on that run though that were like super like deep and powdery, so my shoes now are completely covered in dirt except for that one toe that stepped in the water. Maybe I should just go walk in the water to wash them off. I'll wash them when I get home. Anyways, that was awesome. Let's see. Red Baldy, Red Top, Twins, and Geek. So 4 peaks, 5 I guess if you count both of the Twin Peaks. Really good day. That was awesome. I had an excellent time. If you like this video, you should give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe. I've got a lot of other hiking videos on my channel as well, so make sure to check those out. Thanks for watching.